Hey everybody, L here, playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, and yes, that is Master Ava EX. I got her in my 4th pull from her own banner. Let's have a closer look. And that voice quote is from back cover. Specifically, it's from the scene where she was talking to Ephemer in front of the fountain. And when they're done, as he's taking off, she's saying, "Let the wind carry you far, far away." After that, not in the middle, but she says, "My dandelions." So she's entrusting the future to her dandelions, telling them to get away from this world, stay out of the Union mess. Such a touching scene. I'm so happy we now have a foreteller medal, and I can't wait to see what the other 4 will do. Now let's talk about her ability. The ability name here is Foxtrot, which is super appropriate for her being Vulpes Union leader. And she does so many things. Let's go over that one more time. So for 2 turns, she's going to buff the player's own PSM defense by 2 tiers. So that stacks to +4 the second turn. She's also going to debuff enemies' general defense 2 tiers and PSM defense 7 tiers. That rolls over on turn 2 as well. And even though -7 PSM is already the cap, it's nice that she goes for 2 turns because that's going to benefit all the medals before her as well, which is really great. And that's not all. She's also got this very new mechanic where her ranged multiplier is not dependent on HP. All the EX medals so far, I believe, have ranged multipliers depending on HP. They want you to be at full HP to deal more damage, but not Ava. She's gonna check the number of enemies that you're facing, which is nice. You don't have to be at full HP. So if you're up against a group of enemies, then she's gonna use her lower multiplier and do an AoE attack. But if you're only up against one single enemy, then she switches over to her higher multiplier and kind of becomes a single target medal in that case. So that's really great. And on top of that, she's also going to ignore the enemies that counter you, the number above their heads. That will not budge when you go to activate her ability. She doesn't add one like the Toon medals do, but she's not going to decrease that counter either. Maybe she just moves so fast as lightning. You know, they don't even see it. Doesn't even make the counter tick. So all of that utility bundled into one medal. Very, very worthy of the EX title. And that music that you're hearing is dearly beloved. She has that background music track as well. It's the Unchained Key mix. Okay, so let's go ahead and give her a demo. We're going to go into my daily jewel quest, since it has a nice group of enemies here for us to test on. Very first case, we're going to look at these bandits. I'm just going to tap this first, tap these 2 both the first time. We're going to go to activate. Ooh, check out that Foxtrot. So we're looking at about 300,000 damage, a single hit medal, so amazing. And this time we're up against a single target. We're up to over 400,000 damage, and that's because she's switched over to her single target multiplier. Now what I want to show you here is that the multiplier is not dependent on how many enemies you see when you start the fight. So in this case, if I activate my first 2 single target medals and knock out a couple of these soldiers, by the time we go to activate the Foxtrot, we're still doing over 400,000 damage. And all these enemies, they're all speed and they're all level 30. So you can see that taking out the enemies and then activating the Ava is the same as if you started out with one enemy. There's no difference there. Okay, time to wrap things up. Let's check out that beautiful animation one more time. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time.